Welcome back to your live continuing coverage of PhotoPlus Expo 2015. I'm Michael Artis, you're the Terrifics, you make BeTerrific special. Thanks so much for joining us, thanks for watching, thanks for your support, thanks for supporting not only our sponsors who we love, but the people who come on and tell you about their wonderful products. We really appreciate that. Remember, spread the word, tell your neighbor, tell the guy at the cubicle next to you, tell your friends, text your family, say we got to spread the positive message, the positive and inspiring stories of BeTerrific. You got to watch this, you got to check it out. Our numbers today, they're record numbers, thank you. Thank you. They blow away our expectations. We love you guys, and we're forever indebted to you. We're going to do more and more special content. Excited to be the official here of PhotoPlus Expo in New York City. And we've got a great guest coming up right now for you guys. All right, these guys for a long time provided us lighting for our mobile set, but they really saved our life at our first ever live event broadcast at Cinegear. BeTerrific's first official live broadcast ever. 310,000 of you guys watched Cinegear Live. It's a very industry-only filmmaking show, and you guys loved it on the back lot of Paramount Studios. Dave, from Fiilex Lighting, I can now say I've done a production and a live production on the back lot of Paramount, you know, and it was just magical. And you know, people ask, I covered sports my whole life, people always ask me, you know, when you're in Yankee Stadium, do you feel the ghosts? And I go, no. When you're at Paramount, you feel that energy. There's something there, you know that like Cary Grant did something right where you're standing, and it's magical. It was phenomenal, it was a lot of fun. The Padcaster and Planet5D.com. Planet5D.com is syndicating this. We love them. Well, we didn't realize that we were going to need lighting because it was outdoors. And we did need lighting. And Brent ran over with some lighting and really hooked us up. And that was our entree into Fiilex Lighting. We fell in love, and then we used you guys for a long time in here and love it. So you guys have a lot of great products. The thing I like the most is you have these really powerful lights. They're in a very small footprint. They do a lot of great things technologically, and they travel really well. But they're like old school television lights in the fact that you have all the accessories, you have the barn doors, you think of everything, you make it right for photo and for video, and they're LEDs, so they use no energy and they don't get hot.
It's isn't it amazing how lighting has changed? But it hasn't changed. It's still the most important aspect of photography. It's what's difficult about it these days is digital is a very quantifiable subject. We can compare pixels and we can talk megapixels and who's got more and what. And lighting still is the aesthetic part, and it brings the emotion to the subject.
It absolutely does. I hate when people say, well, we're just fixing it in post. I hate that. I think it's so important, whether you're doing photo or film or video, that it has to be done correctly on the location. If you want to tweak it later, you can. Again, I love that your products are they travel so well. That's so important to so many photographers, video journalists, filmmakers. You have to be able to get the gear around. I just got off a plane from Vegas last night. All of our stuff from Vegas was 3 Pelican cases, 1 for this pop-up and 2 for the rest of the gear. And you need to be able to do that so you can actually get around and be mobile. And that's what I love about your stuff. It's mobile, it's robust, it's technologically advanced, and it's great, and it's reasonably priced.
It is, and one of the things that's come about in that we're seeing filmmaking side as well is there's an explosion of new content. I mean, here we're sitting here in your pop-up tent. This could never have been done at a reasonable cost before. Of course, this is now accessible to everybody. And
don't tell them that. This is impossible to do. Nobody can do this. Impossible. Nobody else. No, I'm just kidding. We do help a lot of people. At Comic-Con, we had 16.7 million viewers. Marvel came down and was looking at this setup. Oh my God. They thought it was better than theirs. They want us to come in and show them how to do it, and we're happy to do it.
Well, with the going back to that point, if it's now there's the single owner operator. It used to take a crew of people. If you needed a bright light, you needed an electrician. You needed a whole crew to do it. And, this isn't needed anymore. You can, at low budget, you can create very, very powerful content. And lighting, of course, is critical to that. You found that, and most people find out the tough way when they don't have lights and they realize they can't quite That look the same as I'm seeing on broadcast TV or at the movies or from a top photographer.
Sure, I've been in this business since I was 18 years old, and probably always been in this business because I was always around television when I was a kid, and sets and all that stuff, and it's changed so much throughout the years. When I started to get into the business, maybe you could put an Anton Bauer or a Frezzi light on your camera, a single thing, and it would get hot and drain the battery in 2 seconds, so you tried not to use it as much as possible, and yet you can do all sorts of magical stuff. You've got that little on-camera light right there that's better, brighter, and lasts longer than what I would have had when I started my career, one-man band journalism.
This is our sort of entry-level light, but don't let that fool you in terms of the quality. The backbone behind Fiilex is a company called Dicon Fiber Optics. Dicon have been in the business for 30 years. What's really important to Dicon is optical signal quality, and that's transferred through into the LED lighting brands. And the thing that you'll see about this light, for example, for an LED on camera, look, it's a single source. What that means is you get a hard shadow from it, and it travels. I mean, it's coming, even breaking through the studio lighting we've got here right just now.
This is pretty robust lighting that we have, and you're breaking through that. And I just warmed you up with a little bit changing the color temperature. It's bi-color. So
we like to call it tunable color, and I'll tell you why we use that phrase. Bicolor is quite a different process we see it as being, as you have basically two different LEDs and you turn them on and off and vary the color to get to some color in between. One of the things you'll see with that is that as you're changing your LEDs or coming on and off, they don't stay in the same place, they move. With our technology, we use the remote phosphor technology. What's happening there is the shadows stay exactly in the same place as you dial through from this particular one goes from about 3000 kelvins through 5600. As you're dialing through that, the shadow doesn't move, and the intensity of the light stays pretty much the same. So again, that's a different point.
That range is about a typical incandescent indoor bulb all the way through outdoor lighting or fluorescence. And then what you guys do, again, if you get back to the accessories and you think of everything, here's something to make it a little softer, and that works really nicely as well, as you can see here. And
the bottom one's going to bring up your intensity. There we go. And then this way, with this one, you can use it really, put it on camera, bring it in very close to your subject, and you're getting this really nice, soft, diffuse light on camera there, and a quite different look.
Wow,
again.
It actually makes it look bad to show you what we could do by making you pop like this. That's amazing. And I mean, I think that, thank you for being my test subject for a second.
Oh, no problem.
You've got a lens, which
this is just a small Fresnel lens. Sure. We can these are different options that you can use. They would clip on. Actually, you would take this one and you can flip it around the other way. We won't need to go through it.
But what's nice is that you don't traditionally see that in LED lights. It's kind of something that's been forgotten, but it really is important in television lighting and film and photography. So talk about this bag.
This is our latest addition to the kit, our kit bags. This is our backpack kit. It's a 2-light kit, and it comes complete with everything that's here. Actually, in fact, if we look at our pricing, the lights it's the same price as buying 2 of the lights. So essentially, the backpack and the stands come free.
That's pretty cool.
I've been traveling with this backpack a lot myself. Computer at the back. There's plenty of extra room in here and up top. You could go and make this your entire, if you had a small camera or on your camera in here, there's another one of these to put a tripod on the front. Wow. And this has also become standard at some colleges now for their student programs because it's such a great price.
Talk about the lights that are in there.
The lights that are in here. So this is our P180E, and believe it or not, despite this having lots of little holes on it, this is a weatherproof fixture.
This is weatherproof?
Weatherproof, absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
These are super bright. We've played with them. It's also, you can change the color temperature, the intensity, and these are phenomenal lights. And again, you have accessories that work well, including barn doors with these. How much is that kit?
This kit is, normally it's $12.45. We actually have a special at the show this week where it's $11.80, so there's money off for that. And then on top of that, you get 2 additional in with it. You get the 2-inch Fresnel lens, and you also get the dome diffuser as well.
That's a great deal.
So it is.
These lights are available everywhere, B&H, Adorama,
Absolutely.
wherever you're going to buy your camera equipment, also online as well. Talk about how the company got its start.
So it's very interesting because a lot of people, I mean, Fiilex has sold their first products at the WPPI show in Vegas in, I think it was 2013. And so it's all of a sudden, we're only 2.5 years in, people are saying, wow, you guys came from nowhere. Well, yes and no.
It's pretty remarkable. It really is.
But if I tell you, one of the things about Fiilex that's really interesting is we're owned by a company called Dicon Fiber Optics. Dicon have been in that business for 30 years, and in 2002 they developed a lighting division, and we're one of 5 lighting brands. The hardest lights to manufacture are lights for this industry, for photography, film, and television. They're the hardest lights because they're demanding for color accuracy, everything about the lens systems you put on has to be, any imperfection is going to be seen.
Sure.
And so we use our industrial lines are where a lot of the R&D is developed from, and the products then come through to the Fiilex.
How'd you get to Fiilex?
I met Fiilex, actually I met Fiilex at NAB.
Sure.
I was aware of the product. I was working for a reseller at that time, and I couldn't believe how many of my customers were coming to the Fiilex booth, so I thought I'd better have a look and see what's going on. They were looking for an East Coast guy. I had 10 years of experience in lighting with Broncolor, and turned out to be a great fit, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be with him.
Very, very cool. Brent, I was introduced to Brent, who works for you guys. He's an amazing guy. At Cinegear by Sean Dennison of D-Pro Inc., the extender. You guys work closely with them, and they're great mounts for cameras, for lighting, for all sorts of great things, for monitors and recorders. And he introduced me to Brent in a pinch at Cinegear. Brent came over, was going to do an interview anyway, and then came over and brought some lighting, which was amazing. Great. And I can't thank you guys enough for supporting us, especially in the beginning when we were a pure startup and just starting. You guys have been phenomenal to us, but realistically, we love the lights. You guys are a great brand. You make great lights. And I love that you came on, Dave, and that you're here, and I love what you're doing here.
Thank you so much.
And that it's helping students, I mean, because you're getting them great lighting at an affordable price, and all sorts of photographers and filmmakers. You got to check out Fiilex Lighting. You have to. I'm telling you, you're going to love this stuff. You're going to thank me. That's what you're going to do. You're going to thank me and thank Dave for turning you on to this, but you already know. We've told you for a long time. We're going to take a quick break here, and we'll be back with a whole lot more of your live continuing coverage of the official coverage of PhotoPlus Expo 2015 on BeTerrific. I want to thank Mitch from Planet 5D for syndicating our content. What's up, Planet 5D'ers? All right, we've got a lot more to come, Terrifics and Planet 5D'ers. Don't go anywhere. We love you. You make BeTerrific special. Stay with us.